you got common rail Cummins and you're getting diesel fuel in the oil, there's pretty much only two places it's going to come from. Either the injector bodies are cracked, or the injector O-rings are leaking. You know, it's got an O-ring on the body of the injector. There's only one O-ring there, and that seals off the return side of the fuel system. So if that O-ring was bad, you could have fuel coming from there. Some people say that the connector tubes can leak where they seat against the injectors, and which they can, they do a lot, but that will not put fuel into the diesel oil. All that fuel goes into the same passageway as the return fuel from the injector and goes back to the tank. It's possible a cylinder head might be cracked. The passageway for the return fuel, I highly doubt it. But basically, injectors, injector O-rings, or the high pressure fuel pump here. This is what this one was. In order to test for the leak, what you want to do is put several ounces. I put like 8 ounces of dye in the fuel filter. That's what I did here, and it didn't have any problems running like that. And anyway, start that up, take the valve cover off, and look real closely at the injectors to see if you have any wisps of smoke. That would be a crack in the body with atomized fuel spraying out, or you know, check it with the UV light for any dye. Couldn't find anything on this one, but this one ended up being the CP3 high pressure pump. Don't have that many miles on it, but I think it's only 90,000 miles on this truck, but it has a bunch of sludge on the inside, and so I guess it lost a little lubrication to the seals. It's hard to tell here on the camera. There you go. Look at that big groove there, and a groove there. Now the CP3 has two seals on the front part of the pump here. You have your rubber seal up on the oil side, and look at all the sludge in between those two seals. The one on the back side is one of those Teflon seals, like a LS for Maine. And the good thing is you can pull the pump apart to inspect these seals and still put it back together without damaging anything, because the pump itself just has O-rings, and you know, it comes apart very simply. All you got to do is pull these torque screws out around this housing here. Nothing else has to come off. FCA, all that stays in, and you can easily then just pry this off and inspect your seal.